The current financial year has seen a silent slowdown, I would say. But I'm happy about the fact that we've seen a decent steady growth. Haven't yet seen a comeback, but very bullish on the coming financial year. So we just raised our Series D fundraise where we had a sovereign fund, the Malaysian sovereign fund Khazanah, who came and invested. So we are well capitalized now to really grow at a massive pace for this coming financial year. We intend to open some 200 stores. We've just launched our new vertical called Wow Kulfi. So dessert was something that was missing in our menu, in our kitty. So for us, Wow Kulfi is going to be more like like what McCafe is from McDonald's, something like that. So it's going to be like a shop and shop format, which will take up the same store's throughput sales. At the same time, we also intend to open 50 kiosks in the coming financial year for Wow Kulfi alone. Apart from that, FMCG is really booming for us. We launched it. So last when I spoke to you, it was not yet launched. We are now a 2.5 crore monthly business in FMCG alone, the packaged Momo business. And now we're coming up with the Kappa Thuppa, the Kappa Cow's Whey, the Kappa Chinese Bhel. So I think Wow is going to be that, handy, ready to go food or snack. So it's like when you come to the stores or when you order in, it's like your favorite food is what you're ordering in or you're eating at the store. But having a RTE, which is frozen momos, or the Kappa noodles, is like having your favorite food with you all the time. So I think the love and affection shown by our patrons has enabled us to take our best sellers and make it RTE and make it available. So I'm very bullish in the FMCG sector because I think it's a wide big spectrum of new products, and the consumers are also more aspirational today. They want something new, and we are very clear that we don't want to be number 2 in anything. If we are doing something, we want to be number 1 in that. We want to be the market leader in that category and be a category creator, like the way we did it for momos.
From the Kulfi perspective, Wow Kulfi perspective, we'll also be seeing individual stores as well, like you mentioned. What's the plan there?
So like I mentioned, we are going to be opening 50 kiosks, 50 individual kiosks across malls in the country. So wherever we have a Wow Momo and a Wow China doing well in a mall, we're going to plant a Wow Kulfi there. The good thing is that, we know the real estate, we know the footfalls. So the chances of risk is not there. And I think it's a super product. And it's not just a basic kulfi that we're selling. We've literally played with kulfi. So you have a kulfi sundae, a kulfi thick shake, you have fruit cream to go with it, you have faludas. So I think we're very clear that for us, Wow stands for something which is healthy, tasty, affordable. Wow stands for converting a roadside cuisine to a brand, which is what we did for momos, which is what we did for Desi Chinese, which is the roadside Chinese into a organized package format. And I think kulfi is an Indian dessert, which I think was very massy, and we want to make it slightly mass-tige is what I would say, if not classy, and play with it. Yeah.
So going forward, you have plans to sort of expand your capacity as well in terms of your factories. You have one in Delhi, and there are more plans to open up in the next few months or so in other locations as well. Where would your focus lean to? Is it going to be 50-50 for FMCG and Wow Momos as a walk-in store as well? So store format versus FMCG, where will your focus be for?
So for us, QSR continues to be the number 1 play. Last year we grew by 80% in the QSR space, and this year was slightly slow, growing by 20-25%. However, the sector, QSR as a whole, has seen a slowdown. The last 2 quarters have been negative same-store sales growth for us and for the sector, for the larger players also. And we all have the listed comps, so we get to know, we analyze. However, I think this year we are entering into 30 new cities. So Wow Momo today operates in 35 cities. The tier 2 to tier 3 is where we feel the real Bharat is, where the real juice is. And opening one store in an Aizawl or one store in a Vellore, I think it's going to be a blockbuster store, because it's going to give you the numbers, and consumers are aspirational. I think the advent of internet, Instagram, everyone knows about the brand. They want the brand to come, so the brand is celebrated. It's a make in India story, right? So I think in these tier 2, tier 3 cities, we get the kind of love and respect that I saw when I was a young kid. In my city, when a KFC would open in Calcutta, we would see a huge queue. I think that's the kind of love and respect we get in these tier 2, tier 3 cities. So very bullish. We're actually entering 30 cities this year. So I think our footprint will go from 35 cities to 65 cities by the end of the financial year. So very bullish on that. At the same time, when it comes to the back end, the production part of it, we manufacture our own momos, because that's our biggest USP. We don't outsource them. We don't, do third-party manufacturing. So we have 4 factories now which can produce 10 lakh momos a day. Currently, we're producing around 5.5 to 6 lakhs. So today, it's a hybrid model where each of the factory can produce both for QSR and for FMCG. Going forward, the bigger kitchens or the bigger factories that we we are setting up is going to be a more larger hybrid model. So I think for us, what is more important is the reverse logistics, for goods to go and come. So we want to have a unit in every part of the country. So north, south, east, west. Currently, we've managed to have in north and west and in east. We don't yet have in south. South is where we've bought a big land in Telangana, and we plan to construct a big factory there. We are waiting approvals, waiting permissions. But yeah, I think we are also exploring a few already made setups, which are not being used. If we can buy out and do something there, but back end focus for us next 2 years is not going to be as significant, except for that big unit in Telangana coming up. We are exploring other units. The focus will be more on the retail footprint. I think today we are close to 600 stores across the 3 verticals, the 3 brands. We want to get to 1,000 stores in the next 2 years. We want to get to 1,000 crore business. And I personally feel that, a good 1,000 pin code visibility, and in this new age business where things are changing so fast, and within a Wow Momo store I can add a Wow Kulfi. Tomorrow it also gives me a chance to maybe plant something else within that store and launch another new vertical or a new brand and have 1,000 footprints in one go. So I think the way we are curating our stores, the way we are curating our formats, it's not just for the today, but we are also trying to have I would say a security or a cushion for the future, where we could maybe do some more additions, do some more extensions, some innovations, which can give you more throughput sales. Because ultimately, with the way food inflation is and with the way the other costs go up, you need to have a positive same store sales growth in this sector, and that can only happen by getting more throughput sales. And obviously, we all talk about cannibalization when you open too many stores, but personally, I don't see a cannibalization. I think it's just that in a particular pin code, if you open a store within 2 to 3 kilometers more, you acquire more customers, right? And when you do that, you are bound to lose some sales from the older store, but the newer store adds on to the additional sales. So overall, the pie grows, right? Now, to maintain costs, etc., you will have to have new plugins. So for us, Wow Kulfi is that plugin, which ensures that we don't lose our throughput sales, we maintain that, and yet continue to grow.
From the consumer's perspective, currently, there's been a big blowout because of the FDA crackdown on McDonald's using substitutes of cheese, etc., which isn't illegal. Although, what you need to mention as a QSR brand is that what products are using, what ingredients your consumers are consuming at this point. So that's something that's really important. Someone who belongs to this industry and seen it very closely, what's your view on that? And going forward, what kind of steps should be taken?
So personally, I think as an Indian entrepreneur in the food space, I think we were one of the first brands to be very transparent. We had open kitchens and you could see what's happening. Personally, I really want the FDA to come and inspect my products, because I really want them to inspect it, because, we are giving you that real cheese, we are giving you the real masalas, and from our side, I think we've been very honest to what we've put into the food, and I think that's one reason why we've been successful. I don't think brands are, I don't think it's their intent to do something illegal. I think it could also be an oversight. However, McDonald's is a very renowned brand globally, and I'm sure they will take steps to correct it. I think for me, it's a role model brand. However, the consumer trust, I think it's very, very important to, mention what you have and what you don't have. So, for example, we don't have MSG in Wow China. We don't have MSG in the FMCG momos, but we have MSG in the QSR momos, and we're very vocal about it. So, if you pick up a packaging, it'll be mentioned over there. So, I think being transparent, both to your employees and to your consumer, is very, very important. And I think there's no shortcut to success. So if you have to go through the grind, you have to go through the grind. I think the consumer today is willing to pay for a good product. So I think what you put into the food, that's what comes out. And if you are willing to put in a good quality product, I'm sure the consumer is willing to pay. And वही मेरा तो ये मानना है कि सस्ता नहीं चाहिए, अच्छा चाहिए. But I think that's the only way where you can give good quality food.